Moviesucktastic is a podcast about bad movies and the people that love them. But it's more than just a podcast. It's also an online presence. If you want to know more about Moviesucktastic or want to become a part of Moviesucktastic, you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter at Moviesucktastic. You can find our blog at boothreviews.blogspot.com. Or if you want to give your own reviews that we might use on the show, you can go to reviews.moviesucktastic.com and check out our own little lunch.com community for Moviesucktastic. Check us out and become a part of the show, because the only thing more fun than a bad movie is sharing it.
Now, Sunday at 6, it's a galactic adventure with the Raiders of Outer Space.
Relax, be cool, and whatever you do, don't panic!
In the far-out future, water's more precious than gold, and the ice pirates discover more than their share of treasures.
It's all yours, laddies.
Robert Urich, Mary Crosby, and Angelica Houston fight the ultimate space wars. Ice Pirates, Sunday at 6 on Channel 5.
You're listening to Moviesucktastic.
Dude, no! Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
There it is.
Huh? What?
What, who's?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hey.
Hi, Scott.
Oh, hi, Joy.
Oh, hi, Scott. Oh,
So we doing this?
I think we're doing this.
Great.
It's been a really long time.
Yeah, right. I've forgotten how to do it.
It's like riding a bicycle.
I have to get up?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, scared me there for
There
a
will
second.
be no getting up. Let's put it this way. We haven't done this in so long. My beard might be as long as your beard.
Oh no. I just noticed. I used to have like the gray streak, and now it's all gray.
I'm still I do have gray in mine, but it's still mostly black. I have more gray in my hair than I do in my.
That's because you're
beard.
a youngin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What am I? A whole 3 years younger than you? Wow.
It shows. It shows.
It shows.
You'll know when you get to be my age.
Yeah. What? Young whippersnapper.
Yep. So welcome everybody to what's the name of the show again?
Movie sucks.
Moviesucktastic.
No, that's it.
And we're picking up where we left off.
It's been so long. I don't even know whose challenge this is.
This is your challenge to me, Ice Pirates.
Is it mine to you?
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
I don't think so.
No.
No. You know why? Because.
Wait. Well, who challenged who to Space Hunter?
I challenge you to Space Hunter. Yeah, okay.
Ice Pirates.
You challenged me to Ice Pirates.
Right.
Okay. So, okay. I do have a challenge for you. And there's really no there's really no, it's the only movie I want to challenge you to.
Fair enough.
It's one of those films. It's one of those films where once you guess it or I tell you what it is, you're going to be like, yeah, we should review that. It's one of those movies.
All right. Well,
so it fits the bill for the show.
But until we get to that,
Yeah.
so we're reviewing the
The Ice Pirates.
Ice Pirates from
1984. 1984. And I always just called this film Ice Pirates. I never called it The Ice Pirates.
The Ice Pirates.
I just always called it Ice Pirates. This was a film that was always on Cinemax or the Movie Channel.
Oh yeah.
It was a, cable channel special.
And this was interesting because this is a film I haven't watched since I was watching it as a kid.
Yeah.
Over and over again. So what I found interesting was the stuff that I remembered and the stuff I forgot. And now
there's plenty of it.
This is the quintessential 80s film as far as it's essentially a kid's film, but it's not a kid's film.
No, especially when they get to that shower scene or rain scene near the end. That's another one of those movies where with Space Hunter, remember when we were reviewing that and I said there was that scene with Overdog and Molly Ringwald, and he's like almost like sexing her, like she's like all kind of woozy, and he's like, yeah.
Now let's be fair. It's Michael Ironside.
It is Michael Ironside.
He's lucky he didn't,
But where I'm going with it,
Stone on him.
well, I know where I'm going with it is I vividly remember that scene as a kid, but I thought it was earlier in the movie, and it's one of those scenes where it's like almost near the end, like literally last 10 minutes of the movie, that scene happens. Mm-hmm. The rain scene, same exact thing. I'm like, when is this scene happening?
Oh, I knew that was near the end.
I had no idea it was near the end. Yeah. None. I remember vividly the scene. I'm like vividly remember it as a kid. But I'm like, when the fuck is this happening? And, I had no idea it was near the end like that.
It's interesting, too, because I remember thinking to myself, all I remember is that they stole ice because they were ice pirates.
Yeah. And
I know they did something that involved like a chase, but I don't remember it. And then as I'm following the plot in the film, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? This doesn't make any sense to begin with. I'm fine with just they could have just remained at ice.
Yeah, especially near the end when time travel gets involved. Or...
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Now, for a shitty sci-fi comedy, which originally it wasn't supposed to be a comedy.
I bet it wasn't.
No, from what I read, originally it was supposed to be a serious sci-fi epic, and then who's the production company? I forget.
Oh,
they said
it's shit. Is this Orion?
They said, "Fuck it, no, make it a comedy. We're cutting your budget in half." All right.
Isn't that how that always goes?
Well, but you know what? I think they saved it because the plot as it stands, I couldn't take seriously if it was.
Wow.
Waterworld made more sense.
Wow, I'm surprised at the budget that this film had for 1984. It had $9 million budget, which is a lot for 1984.
Which, again, originally they were going to give them twice as much. And they read the script, like, I'm making a comedy.
MGM. This is an MGM film.
MGM, right? Okay.
Yeah. There's actually a couple of more production companies. JF Productions, MGM, Turner Entertainment did the worldwide, and that was from 1986 to 1996. So I guess after MGM, United Artists had it, I guess they were losing money. So, maybe VHS and Laserdisc and things like that, Turner and Warner Brothers grabbed it.
They might have just had a contract with Turner as far as distribution. MGM probably handled theatrical.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. I bet it was airing on television, and Turner probably got their hands in the production for that.
I mean, but so before we talk the plot, Ice Pirates.
Sure.
This is a huge cast.
Yes, it is. There are a lot of people in here.
I mean, Robert Urich, which I'm sorry, the only things I recognize him from are Spencer for Hire and Turk 182. So
that's it.
He's done more, but that's all I can relate to. Then you've got now Mary Crosby. Was she a thing?
She was mostly a TV actress.
Then Michael D. Roberts.
Did she do? Oh fuck! Was she in like some daytime soap stuff? And I think she did
Dallas.
Like Dallas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm pretty sure she did some daytime soaps. for a little while.
Probably.
Let's see. I want to see if I'm right on that. I could swear she was like on Young and the Restless or something. She was
The
in
Young and the
Chips.
Restless Ice Pirates.
Yeah, the Young and the Ice Pirates.
That Michael D. Roberts, who was in Manimal.
Manimal.
I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can link him to. A young and violent Angelica Houston.
Oh my God. Yeah. Have you
And it's
seen her
like-
now?
Yeah, and it's like, wow. Well, I mean, people age. Let's be fair.
Well, yeah,
But
they do.
But I mean, like you look at the body of Angelica Houston's work, and then it's like, no one brings up Ice Pirates. I keep calling it space. I keep calling it Space Pirates, and
And
it's
it comes
Ice
out
Pirates.
Spice Pirates.
Right, because I'm trying to correct myself. Then you got John Matusik, the football guy.
Yep. He was in a few things.
He was in a bunch of things. Yeah. Then Ron Perlman.
Yeah, who is probably the most famous still working actor today in this list.
Probably the one that's most recognizable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like after this, he went on to do like Beauty and the Beast, and
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
and he's still doing stuff now.
yes, he is.
Now, but again, Ron Perlman in this film, I'm gonna tell you, there's no fucking way he's so over 6 feet tall.
Dude, I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Everybody is taller than him.
My wife and I were watching it, and she even said, "There's no fucking way he's 6 foot tall." It's like, thank you, yeah. And we watched Alien Resurrection
He looks gigantic.
before this,
towering
No.
over people.
but then when you get him like in certain scenes, you get him side by side. It's like, there's no fucking way he's 6 foot tall.
I want to say IMDb has him at 6'1". I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, and no fucking way.
Agreed.
John Matusik.
Yeah, IMDb has him at 6'1".
Right now, John Matusik.
I think he's 6'5" or 6'6".
He's 6'7".
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and he's got more than 5 inches over Ron. I think Ron's full of shit with his height.
Everybody, there's a picture I have in the slideshow of Angelica Houston near him, and she towers over him. In the picture,
She is. I didn't look her
she's
up.
like 5'10", I think.
She is 5'10".
Yeah.
Even with high heels, she shouldn't be towering over that much.
No.
Nah, I think there's a short person thing going on there. And hey, I love Ron Perlman, but there's no fucking way. If I ever meet him, there's no way I'm looking up to him. No way. Not happening.
Nope. 6'1".
I guarantee we're not even looking eye to eye.
Exactly. 6'1".
Now, the creepiest cameo in this film, it has to be John Carradine.
Oh, with the the osteoporosis and really bad, the arthritis, like really bad arthritis.
This is like, I think it was his last film or next to last film.
No, I think this was his last movie.
Yeah, I remember looking it up. Again, I watched this and did all the research for it 2 months ago. And I didn't give myself a refresher course. But this is not close to his last film.
He died 4 years after Ice Pirates.
Yeah, but he still did. He's still in like a dozen other films after this.
Dear God, his last movie was 1995.
Yeah, but in like Buried Alive, I think I saw that one. Like this film and all the ones after it, any film he's in a wheelchair. Or he's in a chair. Yeah, I'm like, he's not moving. He's just like sits there and gives the lines. Then they move on. But he
played Supreme Commander.
I'll take Michael Ironside from Space Hunter any day of the week over just like giving John Carradine like his water straw. Wow. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't know that. He was the great owl in The Secret of Nim. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't either. And again, I don't want to be mean. It's just disturbing. It's just his hands are more disturbing than Willow.
Oh yeah, you're talking about what's his face? What is his name? Warwick Davis.
Yeah. Well, not even Warwick Davis. The other one, the one from Time Bandits. When he was pointing at everybody, the wizard.
Oh, the little sausage fingers.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about how Warwick Davis has regular sized hands.
No, I was talking about Billy Barty with his irregular-sized, little, strange, crooked, and that whole scene, he's like pointing at the camera, I'm like, no. But again, I'm not trying to be mean, but I got they got a limit.
There is a limit.
Bruce Valanche is in this.
That's right. Is it Valanche or Valanche? I always said Valanche.
He's Bruce. That's all I know.
Bruce.
Yeah, but so many like names in this.
There is too many.
And in the past, I've said how I really didn't care for Spaceballs.
Well, yes, you have.
Yeah, compared to this, I watch Spaceballs.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, the level
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
You can kind of tell.
This one.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that somebody like said, "Hey, that's a great space opera you got there." Turned it into a comedy, and someone's like, "Okay, now we have to make it funny. What do we put in there?" So, all right, let's put in castration. Oh, I know, space herpes.
Yeah,
what the fuck is with the space herpes?
I don't know.
Like, I remember that in the trailers.
I remember that in the trailers
Space
too.
herpes, and it's funny to say, but then when you actually have the thing running around, it's like, I don't get it. I hate to push for any kind of clarity in a space comedy, but why? I don't get it.
Yeah, no, and I vividly remember seeing TV spots for this.
Oh yeah,
and the one that sticks out the most is the one where Robert Urich is like, "Don't panic," and as he's going towards the castration thing, and it's like at the camera pointing at you, where it's going chomp chomp chomp, and he's just like, "Ah!" I just very vividly remember that. So the TV spot I used for the opening of the show was that. It was like from 1986 or something.
I mean, and again, watching this as a kid, it was 1984, so it was on cable in 86. I definitely didn't see it in a theater. So 86, I'm like 13, 12.
Yeah,
really?
I was 12 years old.
I feel like I was younger. Man, really. Because I really didn't get the castration jokes too much. I knew what herpes was because I grew up in the 80s.
I didn't get the castration jokes. I just knew that whatever was going to happen, it was going to happen to the genitalia.
Like you vaguely got it, but you didn't really fully like if someone asked you to explain what was happening, you couldn't say it.
Right.
You just know it's funny because it's down there.
Yeah.
Well, like space herpes. Like as a kid, you know it's supposed to be funny because it's herpes, because herpes is a funny word to begin with, and you know about herpes, and then people make fun of herpes because it's a funny word. So space herpes is like, hey, but then as an adult, I look back and say I still don't get it. I really don't. But so I don't know if you want to even try wrapping your head around the plot.
No, I can't. The only thing we could talk about are like scenes that I liked. Like I think my favorite scene in the whole movie, and I'm gonna go there, has got to be the pimp robot. It's got to be.
The minute I had forgotten about it, and the minute I saw, "Hey, blood," I was like, "Oh shit, that's right." Oh, I was like, I paused. My wife wasn't paying attention. Like I was like, Holly, whoa, hold on. Hey, rewind this. Hang on. Wait till you see this, because I knew she didn't. She remember it.
Yeah.
Say, "Hey, blood."
Hey, blood.
Big old titties. It's the worst. And I'm pretty sure that's the car, and possibly the robot even from. Definitely the car is from. God damn it! The Chills in the Hand, Logan's Run.
Oh, really? The car's from that? Okay.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Leftover prop, or do you think?
I think even that scene takes place on a set from Logan's Run.
Oh dear God!
I'm
sure it does. Doesn't the pimp robot say something about his badass chariot or something like that?
Yeah, it's my badass chariot.
Oh shit! That's probably my favorite character and scene in the whole fucking movie.
I'm scrolling quickly through IMDb's quotes section, and nobody has any of the dialogue from that in here. And that's
a crime.
Tragedy.
That's a fucking crime.
That's a crime. Say, "Hey, blood." I mean, I will gladly make that my ringtone.
Hey, blood.
Yeah.
As you get, well, actually in Texas, you probably wouldn't get any looks.
No. Are you kidding me? Now, I mean, the main scenes I remembered as a kid that are burned in my mind were, of course, the castration scene.
Well, yeah.
All the scenes involving the robots fighting, including the scenes with the robots shitting.
The slavery scene.
Nothing funnier than robots shitting because they're afraid to die. The robot has a sense of mortality. He did shit.
The slavery, the undertone, the slavery undertone, the thing. I always remember that.
What do you mean?
When they're selling them.
I didn't get a slavery overtone.
They're buying them, dude.
But they're robots. And a black man is selling them. So I didn't get that.
Okay, that's how I took it, is that the black ones are very popular. I mean, come on.
Well, no, that's when they were that's when they were the castrati.
Well,
that wasn't the robots.
I'm talking about when they were selling Robert Urich and the black guy.
Oh, I think when they're selling the robots.
No. I'm talking about when they're selling them, and he's like the black guy. They put like white hair on him. It's like, yes, the black ones are very popular with this style.
Yeah.
I'm like I always remembered that whole they're buying them aspect of the film.
Yeah. Well, they had them in cages earlier or later.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Well, it was basically prison, but
yeah. and John Matusik beats up a priest and steals his robes.
yeah.
It's so funny. It's just the humor in the film is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, the thing is, I remembered really liking this when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. I mean, because as a kid, you don't realize how stupid the humor is.
No,
and
that's true.
But there are pimp robots, castrated slaves, wars. People are dying. This is not a fucking kids film.
No,
and this is exactly the kind of film I watched as a kid.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
And
they wonder why everything's fucked now.
Yeah, Robert Urich, he sees a girl in a Sleeping Beauty-esque scene, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to steal her."
Yeah, well, and everyone's like, "No, we don't have time." So, no, but
I'll find. She's right here. I'll find the time. And
now,
then
in their
he
defense,
kidnaps her and her grandmother.
Right, but in their defense, it never gets rapey, and she and her grandmother end up kidnapping them.
That's right. They actually save their ass. They're the ones that buy them,
right.
And they actually buy them, and they were supposed to get castrated. That was supposed to actually happen, but they made sure it didn't.
And I know Mary Crosby in some scenes wears some very tight pants.
Yes, she does.
I noticed.
Yes,
almost as tight as the ones that Robert Urich and Michael D. Roberts wear. I noticed those too, unfortunately. Yeah, a little tight, a little snug.
Yeah. But yeah, the plot, it says water is the most valuable resource in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. It's worth more than anything else.
Which is also the plot of Tank Girl, so let's be fair, it's popular.
It's a popular thing. Well,
yeah.
You know what I always found to be funny is if water is so valuable, man, they sure didn't mind wasting it for that rain scene.
Well, that's because they had it. I mean, that's the whole point, luxury.
Yeah.
But my problem was I was thinking, why are they freezing it? Because it's actually easier to steal frozen.
Well, I mean, it's deep space. It should be frozen anyway.
But I was like, if you're transporting it, and you're trying to make it harder to steal, why would you freeze it in easily movable blocks when you could shouldn't like the spaceship be like a giant tank? And it's like, how do you steal from a tank? It's a lot harder than like, oh yeah, get the loading bay. It just seemed like a bad idea for me.
It's also you got to look at it from a science fiction aspect from 1984. Technology and film in that time period.
That's not technology. That's just common sense. I'm sorry.
It's sci-fi, and it just there was a lot less common sense back then.
Last Starfighter made more sense.
Well, yeah, it did. I mean, look at all the bad sci-fi movies and just movies that used any kind of technology, any kind of computers. We reviewed a ton of them. Mm-hmm. Think of Tron. He types in open database, and then it does it. It's like, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. It's like, geez, you just type anything you want? Yeah, no, you're going to get a big fat fucking syntax error. When I had a Commodore 64 and I would just type anything I wanted, I'd get syntax errors. So even at like 7, 8 years old when I had my computer, I knew that was bullshit when I watched movies. It's like, you can't just type anything. And I was like 8.
I still remember, I think it was Superman 4. I was listening to audio commentary to it, like some like riff tracks type people.
Right.
And I think my favorite line was at one point they said, you know, this film's concept of science is what crippled Stephen Hawking.
Wow.
And every time I see something like this, it's like, yeah, Stephen Hawking somewhere going, no.
He took it all at once. Just like taking all the Infinity Stones at once.
He's like the catalyst for all the bad 80s sci-fi. It just like builds up in him. That's why he can't die. Because if he dies, all these films get released into the atmosphere. That's why no one remembers these films.
You know he's dead, right?
He did. When did he die?
Dude,
shit!
Like 8 months ago.
Oh no, it's too late. That's it. That's it. We're doomed.
That's why he can't die, dude. He's totally dead.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
The weird thing is, it's like when it comes to somebody like that, a lot of people will freeze their head and stuff, so that they could potentially cryogenically freeze themselves or their brains, so that they could come back. I'm
buying a chest freezer just for that specific thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder, did they freeze that dude's head?
I'm telling you, he's not dead. They faked it.
They faked it.
They faked it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because he was starting to lose control of the 80s vibe. Actually, I had a coworker come up to me yesterday. He knows I'm into films. He's like, I say, maybe 10 years older than me, maybe 15.
Uh-huh.
And he likes like cheesy horror films, things like that. So he comes and says, yeah, I've got 3 films that I've been told to watch. I want to get your take on them.
What's
all right. So 2001. He doesn't even know what it is. I was like, don't do it. Not for you. It's a great film.
He's younger than you?
Older.
He's older than you.
He's like 10, 15 years older than me. I was like, no, don't do it.
And he hasn't seen this stuff? Has he just...
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well, some people aren't in the movies.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, if he's that old and he hasn't seen 2001 yet, yeah, don't bother.
I was like, no. And then I forget what the other 2 were, but one of them was like, yeah, go for it. Oh, Edge of Darkness. I was like, yeah, you'll like that. That's your speed.
Oh, well, yeah, that was only made 10, 11 years ago.
Right. But when he started off with 2001, I was like, this is going to be a bad list. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not 2001. But they're ice pirates. They steal ice. They steal the princess. The princess steals them because she's trying to find her father who disappeared because he was looking for a place where there was water, Earth. And they go on this like goose chase to find him, and eventually
then they find him.
No, they don't find him.
No, didn't they find him?
No.
No. They went to the planet to go find him, and he was like, yeah, he's probably over here. And yeah, you're right. They found out they met another guy that knew her father. Right.
Then they go to Bruce Valanche, and he's like, oh yeah, there's your father. It's like, no, it's a robot.
Yeah.
And then we find out Bruce Valanche is a robot. And then
yeah, with modular parts.
Yeah. I always wanted to get ahead. Never forgot that line. Never forgot it. Also, him regurgitating the ring. That was burned into my head for life.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. I think the only scenes I didn't remember was like the whole the whole pirate ships on land on the train.
Yeah.
Like when that popped up, I was like, okay, so we're really dedicating ourselves to the pirate shtick, right?
Yeah, with like the skull head and on it and everything. It's
yeah.
So, they were going for like this weird Mad Max thing with that.
Yeah, I was like, all right, so we're really dedicated to the pirate aspect here. We're going full tilt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing like the leaps. Ha ha. And I totally forgot about the cantina scene with the midget waitress, where Angelica Houston kills a guy.
Yeah. And then that lizard lady thing has the hots for Robert Urich.
Oh yeah, she does. Oh, the frog.
Right, frog.
The frog lady. I totally forgot about the frog lady.
I remembered her.
I did not. And you know what? This film for a kids film, quite a few beheadings.
Yes.
Quite a few.
Yeah, PG. We got this thing in my house now.
Whoa. This was PG?
Dude, PG-13, I don't believe. Well, maybe it did exist at that point.
No, it did. PG-13 started after Gremlins and Temple of Doom.
Yes, those movies created that rating.
Right. So, but it wasn't even available then.
No,
it was
it
like after that.
it wasn't.
This was definitely not. Yeah. Holy shit. This was PG.
This is one of those harder PGs. This is like the Invisible Boy with the bug from Uncle Buck, where it's like one of the first things he does when he becomes invisible is he goes into the girls' locker room and there's like the girls are topless and you see bush.
My favorite line from that film, The Invisible Boy, besides Euphoria, was the line, I jerk off in the shower so much now I get a hard on when it rains.
There you go.
There's 80s humor for you right there.
There you go. Get a hard on.
I'll take that over Teen Wolf 2 any day of the week, though. I'll tell you.
Well, yeah. I'm flying. Wow. That's a movie we got to review at some point.
I don't know.
But
I don't know
if
the
it
middle
ever came out I think it did come out theatrically.
The middle parts of this film are what I kind of forgot, because the lead up, like the beginning and the end are really the parts that really the action comes, and that's what I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really. Now, one thing I did remember, oddly enough, and I don't know how I did, but we're watching it. We got to the scene where they oh, wait a minute. No, I'm thinking of a different film now.
Oh my god!
You know what? In my head, I'm getting this mixed up with fucking Space Hunter.
You are, yes. It sounds like you are.
That's exactly what was happening to me.
Excuse me.
I mean, these two films are. You could probably edit both those films into a cohesive amalgamation.
Well, we reviewed those back to back, so I think anyone that listens to our show is going to get that comparison.
But it's just. Yeah, I'm having trouble separating. All right, my favorite part of this movie as an adult.
Yes.
Ron Perlman is the ship's chef.
Oh, it's from my mother's recipe, or my grandmother's recipe.
Yeah, Ron Perlman cooking with robot hands. My favorite part of the whole movie is like I want to see this cooking show now. Ron Perlman needs to start his own cooking show. Cooking with Perlman.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Because but throughout the show he's just going to talk like he does in his tweets, and that'll be the fucking reason to watch. It'd be like
it's the Invisible Kid, not the Invisible Boy.
Invisible Kid. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I know you did, but
yeah,
there's somebody out there that's like it's Invisible Kid, and I have to correct this.
Now
my mistake.
So like at the end of the film, in order to find the water planet,
and it did come out theatrical, by the way.
And actually, how funny would it be if they actually do make it to the water planet and it turns out to be Water World?
You know what would be funny? I just had this revelation.
What?
Where it's like you said just now. You said Space Hunter is melting into ice pirates for you,
mm-hmm.
and then you have where wouldn't it be funny if they get to the water, the planet with water, and it turns out to be Water World?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting if somebody very carefully spliced movies to make a plot with hundreds of movies, or even just a certain amount of movies?
All you'd have to do with this,
splice in all these different scenes and still get the same plot device and the same movement for the film.
See, it's like all you'd have to do for this is get to the end where they say, "Oh yeah, we're finally made it. It's called the water planet." They show it's Earth, and then you cut to the movie Water World, and then doesn't it open up with Kevin Costner getting out of the water?
Yes.
And while he's pissing into the water converter, in the distance you just see like a ship crash into the ocean. There. Now we're in Water World. And at the end, and Waterworld would have to phase into maybe Planet of the Apes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
but it's a bad movie.
It's very bad.
But it's weird because it's bad. It's really bad when you just consider how it went from, okay, a Star Wars type space opera to, yeah, we're cutting your budget, make it a comedy. And just, you can really feel how the comedy is just kind of shoehorned in there.
Yeah, and
really hard.
The thing is, it's like they knew they were done making Star Wars films because Jedi came out the year before. So there was tons of companies, production companies, just throwing out sci-fi movies to try and get that leftover Star Wars money, because who knew when Lucas was going to do more Star Wars films, which turned out to be 16 years later. But there was this void that all these production companies were trying to fill. And this movie cost $9 million, but it actually made $13 million at the box office. So it either made its money back, or made a profit, or broke even, after print and advertising. So, yeah, obviously a terrible film, nowhere near the possibility of a sequel. But it didn't bomb. It actually didn't, as bad as it is.
Well, it was the 80s. People went to see fucking anything.
Yeah, with Endgame that just came out, it's breaking all kinds of records.
It made like $1 billion opening weekend.
It made $1 billion opening. It made $1.2 billion in the Friday to Sunday opening weekend.
And I could give a shit.
I went to go see it.
I know. You got kids. It's a whole different ballgame.
I didn't take the kids.
I thought you guys took the kids. Oh no, you took the kids to see Shazam.
We took the kids to see Shazam.
How was Shazam?
Shazam was fucking great.
I'm dying to see it.
It is a fun movie. Mark Strong is the villain, and he's the villain, and the 7 deadly sins are monsters, which are his they tag along with him.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they're fucked up. And for a kids film, here's the thing. Here, I'll give you a quick Shazam thing. So I have a couple of people in my life, one being a coworker who watches, he's a huge comic book fan, sees all the movies, and he saw Shazam, and I talked to him about it. And I said, listen, I want to take the kids to see this. It seems like it could be kid appropriate. And he's like, there's 1 or 2 scenes, but other than that, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm like, perfect, great. Then there's my son's soccer practice. There's a dad that I talk to sometimes, and he's a big comic book fan. And I bought the tickets, and I was like, yeah, we're seeing Shazam later today. And he's like, oh yeah, how old are your kids again? And I told him the ages. He's like, yeah, no, you know what? It's fine. They'll be fine. And I take both of my children to see this. Mare is putting her hands over Sebastian's eyes probably about every 15 minutes.
Why?
Because of the 7 deadly sin demons.
Yeah.
It's a problem. For him, he's 6. It's a problem. So we didn't want to have to deal with him waking up in the middle of the night trying to crawl into bed.
Dude, it's going to happen.
It already happens.
Well, there you go.
We're just trying to avoid it happening more. Dude, Thunder and Lightning has him come down and crawl into bed. Hates Thunder and Lightning.
You got to scar that kid young.
Should have him watch Silver Bullet like I did. The only movie that fucked me up growing up as a kid.
Hey, Superman fucked me up.
The first one?
Yeah.
What scene?
When Krypton's destroyed? That's when I realized what death was. Yeah. I remember I was watching it.
Didn't really bother me.
At that age, that was the film that clicked to me what mortality was, and I was like, I fucking freaked out.
Oh God, really?
Oh fuck yeah! I went to my room and I was like, and I remember I forget if it was a babysitter or my mother, just because of how long it was, and I was telling him why I was upset, and then my brother's in the doorway, 2 years younger than me, going, ha ha, Scott's afraid of death. Like, all right.
Mare is watching that miniseries on Netflix. I think it's called Our Planet.
Oh,
it's the one that's narrated by Richard Attenborough.
The walruses, right?
Yo, dude, they fucking lost it.
Yeah, Holly's telling me, he's like, "Oh, Lilith and I were watching. We were bawling our eyes out," and I was like, "Ah, you pussies." And so she puts it on to show me. I was like, "I'm not watching it. I'm smart enough. I know I'm not going to like it.
Dude,
Don't show me."
Sebastian lost his shit.
Yeah.
Danny was better with it. There was an episode before where I believe the polar bears ate some seals, some seal cubs, and Danny and Sebastian were both crying, real tears, and Danny's like, "How could the mother not protect her baby? What is going on?" It's like they that was their like first real.
Well, you know what?
They keep
Good.
talking about death, specifically Sebastian lately, talking about how he doesn't want one life, one heart. He wants multiple lives and multiple hearts. And I'm like, oh my God.
Well, so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That is the
Breaks
best
my
thing
heart.
you can have your kids watching, because then your kids aren't going to be dumb enough to try to pet the bear when it comes into the campground.
Yeah, true.
They're not going to be the idiots like, "Oh, nature's fun and fluffy." No, nature's fucking cruel and scary, and you should fear it.
Yeah, that's right.
So when your kids, when that bobcat wanders into the yard, they're not going to say, "Oh, it's a pretty cat." No, they're going to run to the fucking house.
As they should.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
But
That's-
yeah, the walrus scene in oh my God. So
Fuck.
Mayor had to calm Sebastian down. He was in the kitchen, and he ended the conversation with, "I love walruses."
John Attenborough's a fucking cockbag. I'm sorry. This whole thing.
It's
he's
not
doing
Richard.
now,
That's his older brother who's dead. I think it's David Attenborough.
it's whatever. Attenborough's a fucking dick. Because what this whole I watched a couple, like peripherally,
Yeah.
while my wife's watching it, and the whole shtick with this thing is, here's the wonders of nature, and then like the last 10 minutes, and here's how it's all gonna go away and die. No. They're calling it the Attenborough effect. Yeah, it's called the scared shitless effect. Ugh.
Yeah. So anyway,
We'll be lucky if there are ice pirates after Attenborough's done with us.
yeah, it's like the right wing. Their new thing is like some of them are like, "Oh yeah, the global warming is happening, but it's not man-made. It's just the Earth."
Don't.
I know.
Don't. Not happening.
No, okay.
Okay.
Speaking of which, have you done any Stranger episodes with your dad lately?
No. He hasn't been feeling well. We've been going back and forth.
Okay.
So we might try to do one while he's down here. They're coming down next week for a couple weeks.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
What's the weather like out there right now?
Oh, well, the wind chill today was 73.
The wind chill.
Dude, all right, this is the
I heard there's
funniest
some
thing in the
flash
world.
floods going on in different parts of Texas. Like
Oh, yeah.
some serious
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah. Basically, since the first week we moved down here, at least once a week, we have at least one native Texan telling us, "Oh, this is not normal weather." Just that. The summer was apparently mild, and then last year we had these major thunderstorms, and now this year major thunderstorms, and everybody's telling us it never rains this much. Yeah.
Dude, when
So
you moved to Phillipsburg and with the flood insurance, like, yeah, you don't need that. And
Yeah,
then the day I went to Scott's house, it was Scott, Chris, my wife. We go to his house to go see it, to hang out, mod his Xbox, and we get a knock on the door.
No. If I no, even more correctly, I'm giving a tour of the house.
That is true.
And we hear a fire, like a fire truck siren. Say, what the fuck is that? And we come out to the front, and there's a fire truck rolling down the street, and they're telling people, "You must evacuate. You must leave the Bronx." It's like, oh yeah, because of floods. It's like, wait, I'm like, what? They told us not to get flood insurance because we never get floods up here. What are you talking about? So, oh no, the Delaware's flooding. Get the fuck out now.
Yeah, didn't they refer to like a 400-year map too?
Yeah. And the fire guy's like, oh no, it's flooding. You got to get the fuck out now.
And Chris, he's just
Laughing.
He's not even holding back his laughter. He's like, hee.
That fucker.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I went there to hang out and mod your Xbox. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, that had to wait till the next time we hung out. But I do remember after we all ended up at a diner. Mm-hmm. We went to the Phillipsburg Diner. And Scott's like, I'm being evacuated.
I'm just repeating it over. They told me I didn't need flood insurance. They said specifically, don't bother with flood insurance. You don't need flood. And Chris is like, hee, hee, hee.
Where did you end up going to your parents that night?
Yeah, we stayed with them for the weekend.
Yeah.
The next time it happened, we just stayed. It was like, fuck you.
Yeah, I remember that. You just stayed, and it was even that time that it happened, the water never got to your street.
Oh, no, it never did.
It did rise, but it never even made it.
We were well above the floodplain.
Yeah.
So here, yeah, there's flash floods all the time. But here's the fun part. 2 days ago, I got a thing now in the morning where I've never checked the weather before in my adult life. But now in Texas, the weather's so weird. I want a heads up.
Sure.
So my morning routine is I get out of the shower, I walk into the bedroom, and I say, Alexa, what's the weather? And it always says, currently it's this temperature, and tomorrow you can expect blah, blah, blah. So 2 days ago, I get out of the shower, walk into the bedroom, say, Alexa, excuse me, what's the weather? And Alexa says, it's currently 63 degrees. Later on, you can expect thunderstorms and a high of 74. By the way, oh.
You got to by the way?
Yeah, I was like, by the way, I can inform you of other weather alerts as well. Would you like to know the wind chill today? And I was like, yeah, yes, I do. So he said, the wind chill today is 63 degrees. Today, you can expect it to feel like it's 81.
What?
It's like, how does this fucking work? This is the best thing in the world now. So now I specifically ask it in the morning, and it's like, what's the wind chill? Today the wind chill was 73 degrees, Joey.
73?
Yeah, with a humidity of 100%.
Also, it rained today.
Yeah, either that or I was drowning. I'm not sure which one. It's like, are you reading in the pool? I mean,
oh my God.
It was like, wow, I'm getting wind chill. I didn't know they measured the wind chill in May. I didn't know. Apparently they do.
Wind chill.
Yeah.
I guess you could technically. Could you technically have a wind chill at any time during the day, even if it's the same? Like if it's 89 degrees, wind chill is 89 degrees.
Well, maybe it's more or less. I don't know. And then it threw me for a loop today, because then today I get home and I say, I'm wondering how cold it's gets tonight. Alexa, what's the weather? It says, the weather is currently blah, blah, blah. Tonight's going to reach low of 59. By the way, I can inform you of other weather information as well. Would you like to know the wind speeds? It's like,
what the hell would you need the wind speed for?
I don't know why, but it's 13 miles per hour as of a couple hours ago. And I'm wondering now, should I get the wind speed and the wind chill?
The only reason I ever cared about wind speed is because I had that tree that was dying in front of my house, and I didn't want it to fall on my house.
Tree killer.
Technically, I didn't kill the tree. The town did. I did request a new tree to be planted. Which happened.
Lobbied for the death panel.
Yeah. They gave me a maple tree, which apparently I can tap for syrup when it matures.
Don't do that.
But it's not recommended because it's not like the really good, tasty syrup.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
It's like you can milk your cat for milk, but I would recommend against it.
You milked my cat, didn't you, you son of a bitch?
You fucked my butter.
Oh, God.
You fucked my butter, didn't you?
Oh, man. All right. So, have we said our piece?
I don't know. I gotta, again, like,
I mean, we trailed off for 10, 15 minutes, and we talked about Texas. And
at the end, it goes through the whole time warp thing where they all get old, and of course, the black guy gets the big white afro, because that's hilarious.
Where he
big
looks like
afros.
Black Santa at one point.
Yeah, big afros are always funny.
Always.
And everybody's getting old, and then
it revolves around in such a way where it's his son
who saves the day.
Yeah, who saves the day, and it's just him again, but
with a
it's
giant
his son.
block of ice.
What? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, she's pregnant, she has the baby grows up, and it's him.
And I did like the chase sequence where it's all the old people, so they're like walking. And it's like they're gaining up on us. All right. It's stupid, but it's the level of humor of this film.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You got Bruce Valanche with like these concubines, concubines around him, and then you find out he's just like a head to begin with.
Yeah.
And what does Bruce Valanche need with a bunch of like female warrior concubines?
Don't know.
I don't think that's where he's going with that.
No.
That's just me.
Definitely not. No, I'm on board with that. So
but,
what are we looking at with this movie? Came out in March of 1984.
Yeah.
And where does it currently sit? Actually, I'm surprised at how high this sits. This is a 5.7 on IMDb. I actually thought it would be a lot lower than that.
You know what? This film deserves a 5.
Yeah.
Because this is the epitome of the fucking machine.
Yeah, this...
Like, you're like, all right, the machine says we want space films. All right, we make a space epic. And then the machine says, you know what? We don't want to give you the money for this, so cut it in half and make it a comedy. And the machine is obeyed, and the machine cranks out the space comedy.
That's right.
I mean, and this is the same year that The Last Starfighter comes out.
Yeah, I think Starfighter came out later in the year. Didn't it come out like later after this?
But it's the same year. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, same year.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was looking at movies that came out in 1984, like Hot Dog the movie, which came out in January.
Oh, that I saw in a fucking theater.
Did you actually? Jesus Christ, really?
No. Sorry, no. I'm thinking of Hamburger the movie.
Oh,
Sorry.
Hamburger. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason
You
why
see where I got confused.
the only reason why Hot Dog the movie was made because Hamburger the movie existed, and get
That
this,
came first?
It made $17 million.
Did Hamburger come first?
I'm almost positive that it did.
Why would you say that? So you're just guessing.
No, I'm not. I remember
As he looks
watching
it
that
up.
first. I am looking it up. Fuck! It came out second. Hot Dog came out first.
I knew it. Thank you. You do this. You make these assumptions.
You didn't know that.
You make these.
You
I
knew
did
it as
because-
much as I knew
No,
that it
because
came out
I saw
first.
Hamburger in the theater, and I knew about Hot Dog beforehand. I just knew it. You do this. You did that. You did this with Epic, with
With
what
the
was it?
L magazine.
L magazines. Like, well, they didn't have grammar magazines back then. It's like, Joey, what makes you say that? So what's your experience with fashion magazines? Not at all. All right, and then you look it up, like, oh, they've been around since 1912, apparently. So
I think it was like the 30s or something. You always bring that up.
I love.
You don't have much, but
You know what?
you
'Cause
got
it's-
that.
It was such a great aside. I just love that. Just because you had to. There was no reason to, but you just
None.
had to lay that down. They didn't have those kind of magazines back then. Why would you even say that?
I don't know. What else came out that year? What else came out in March? The competition for Ice Pirates.
I don't know. I mean, like Karate
You know
Kid
what?
came out in '84. Doom, same year.
March was a competitive month. You got Against All Odds in March. Repo Man. This is Spinal Tap.
Well, think mainstream. Temple of Doom, same year.
Yeah, that was later in the year though. But Children of the Corn. I'm just talking about what came out in March.
I'm thinking specifically sci-fi films that year. Last Starfighter, Supergirl, can't beat that.
But I'm looking at these movies. Man, they were packing the weekends in March of 1984. Like, for instance, the weekend that Ice Pirates came out, Tank also came out.
Oh,
Following weekend,
that's still one of my favorite. We reviewed that, didn't we?
no, we didn't.
We did. I could have sworn
No,
we did.
we never reviewed it. We've talked about it though.
Oh, we got to review that.
Following weekend, Police Academy comes out. Police Academy comes out, and
Night of the
Racing
Comet
with the
came out.
Moon.
Night of the Comet and Gremlins, both '84.
Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan. That's the one with.
Who remembers that shit?
Well, it made $45 million.
Yeah. What? Who paid to see? Who paid to see the last one? Who was paying to see a Tarzan movie? Horny women.
That was the one with what's
Horny
his face?
middle-aged women. That's the only people going to see that film.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert was in that one.
I will guarantee you. I will put money on it that no single man ever paid money to see that any of those fucking Tarzan films.
Maybe not.
I think it's the same ratio as Joy Luck Club.
And the month ended with Romancing the Stone.
Well, that's not sci-fi. I was thinking more sci-fi.
The only sci-fi movies in March, Ice Pirates, maybe. No, Repo Man could maybe fall into that category.
I think we need to.
It was the only
start.
It was the only sci-fi that came out that month.
Here's a question for you. Would you consider redoing the format a bit on our show?
Depends on what the suggestion is.
Well, here's the suggestion, because I'm looking at
Something you want to do off air?
No, right now.
Okay.
I want to bring. I want to see if we got any feedback on this too.
All right.
Because what I'm thinking is, I'm looking at 1984
All right.
films. Okay, and we've reviewed a few of these.
Yeah, we have.
And I know a lot of these I grew up with. And I'm wondering if we should do something where we pick a film a year to review. Starting with like 1973, because that's the youngest either of us was.
So,
And we pick a film a year to review up to the present.
Up until the present, and then go back to our normal format?
Or at least until we get tired of it.
It's an interesting idea.
Just because, I mean, like, you and I, a lot of the stuff we talk about is about when we grew up. I mean, again, we've done more 80s films than any other decade. Hands down.
Okay.
So
the format would go, let's say we were building off of this, just as an example.
Yeah.
I'd have to pick a film for 1985.
No. We start with 73.
No. I'm just saying as an example, just for let's say we're
yeah.
up to 84 right now. Would I be picking a 1985 film, or would I be doubling up and picking an 84, and then you pick an 85? Dealer's
choice. I would say if there's another film in the same year that you think we need to cover, let's do it. It's in some way we're kind of going back and saying from like our vantage point, we're kind of clearing the records. Like, every day we'll talk about a film, say how many years do we keep talking about Jim Cotta, saying, oh, we got to go back and review that?
Yeah, a long time.
So
a long time, and we did finally, but it took 9 years.
So I'm thinking we start at 73 and we just hit every year, and we go back and forth until we decide we want to move forward.
Okay.
We don't have to review every film. Minimum of one per year, no maximum, and whoever's turn it is to choose can decide whether or not to move on or not.
I like it.
Me too. Now, you did have you had a challenge for me based off of this.
I did.
So I say let's still go with that.
And then
we'll
go to 1973. Okay.
Yeah, since you weren't alive yet, I'll start.
I was not alive yet.
Right. I wasn't watching films in 1973 either, so it's not a big deal. But let's do that, because I don't want to ruin your choice that you made for me. And then I want to start with 73 next year, because it'll give us a chance to start preparing for this new format.
I like it. Let's do it.
Me too.
I like it.
We're on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bam.
I like changing formats, because we've been doing the movie challenge format of a connection between films. We've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 1973, I think we can get some gems moving forward.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think as we get to 2019 or 2020, when we finally, we'll
probably, at some point, we're going to abandon it. Yeah.
We will, because I don't think we could sustain it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. Okay, so it's rated at 5.7. I think we both agree that it deserves a 5 and no more, no less. So I think 5 on that. Do you want to do the demos on that?
Oh, I lost the page. Hang on a sec.
Oh, where is the demos? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I can't find them anymore.
Yeah.
They hide them on me.
It's underneath the actual...
Oh, here it is.
It's the voted number. If you click on that, it's linkable. It'll take you right to the demo.
Well, I'm on Chrome right now, so I actually got to it.
Oh, okay, cool.
They fucked it up. They got rid of half of the stuff.
10%. 6.9% gave it a 10. Come on.
Highest demographic is one male under the age of 18 gave it 6 stars.
Just one person.
Oh, but that's not the highest demographic. I'm sorry. Females 18 to 29 gave it 6.5 stars.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, lowest demographic, males 18 to 29.
And
They got rid of the IMDb staff thing, which is wise.
yeah, mostly males have reviewed this film.
Well, duh.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you add up the numbers, it's about, I don't know, 1,400 females have reviewed this on like 11,000 votes.
Okay. I need to run away for 1 second,
Okay,
and then when I come, so you entertain, and when I come back, you get to tell me what your challenge is.
you got it. All right. So while Scott's gone, to bring everyone up to speed, the way the normal challenges used to work, when we first started the show, we would just challenge back and forth. You could challenge anything that you wanted, and it could literally just be anything. So I remember, what did we do? I challenged Scott to hobo with a shotgun, and then Scott would just challenge me to something like you can't stop the music, the Village People movie. No connection whatsoever. So then we decided to do a more structured, challenging system, which the way that worked, and if you're a fan of the show, you know this. If you're new to the show, that's why I'm explaining it. The challenges had to connect in some way. It could be an actor or actress connection, director, the dude that did the music, or the woman that did the music. As long as it connected in some way, it worked. And the way it's always been is it has to have had a
When you
theme.
wake up in the morning and you got mud on your dick, and you
Wow.
don't even know how it got there.
So
I'm back.
I'm basically, I was as you were gone, I was explaining. It wasn't entertaining. Well, maybe it was entertaining. I was explaining how the challenges worked at the birth of the show, which is we would just challenge each other to literally anything that was on our mind.
Yeah.
To a more structured version of that, which is how each challenge had to be connected in some way. But then I was also explaining that the format that has never changed is that anything that we challenged always had to have a theatrical release.
Yes. Yes.
That is a format that has never changed. And to be completely honest, should never change. Because then you start to go down this gray area of, oh, this was a sci-fi original. Sci-fi channel original. It's like it doesn't work that way.
And it's too easy to find a bad movie that was released direct to video.
Yeah, no, what makes this fun is, like, say, Ice Pirates. They really tried to make a film that would be enjoyable, was comedic. Like you said, it was initially supposed to be more dramatic and action and things like that. Wasn't supposed to be a comedy. They tried, and it's terrible, and they failed. Sci-fi original, it's like, this is bad on purpose. They make it in a short amount of time. It's awful. Sharknado has 5 movies? That's just, you're right. It's way too easy. So, all right, your challenge. Going to the old format. It's an actor challenge.
Uh-oh.
You could probably guess. Here, let me see.
Do I get to know which actor?
Sure, if you want. The actor is going to be what's his face? John Matuzak.
Matuzak.
Only one movie came to mind, and I'm like, this is the movie I'm challenging. We should review this film. This is a film that falls within our rotation. This is the quintessential movie that Moviesucktastic reviews. It's a film that should be absolutely reviewed by us.
So now, when we were watching Ice Pirates,
Yeah.
Holly didn't believe me when I told her that John Matusak played Sloth in Goonies.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
that is not your challenge, by the way.
I know. I figured it's too
Yeah,
good.
It's too good.
But I was like, no, that's Sloth. She's like, you're kidding. No. That's really Sloth. No, I'm not looking up his film history, so I'm not
Okay.
cheating. So do I get any kind of hint besides?
Yeah. Okay. Here's a hint. There is only one line of English in the film.
Silent movie?
It is not a silent movie.
Oh, I know. I meant The Silent Movie by Mel Brooks.
Oh, no. Nope.
Okay.
No, there is talking.
Oh, shit. I know what it is. We've already done this.
No, we haven't.
What movie?
You know what movie?
Oh, hang on. Is it Caveman?
It is Caveman.
We've done Caveman.
We have not.
We have done Caveman.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have. Go back. We've done Caveman.
Dude, are you sure?
I'm positive we've done Caveman. A Tukalunda Lana, we've done Caveman.
There's no way.
Yeah. I'm almost positive we've done Caveman.
I don't think so.
You have to double check this because
I'm going to check it right now.
If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I swear we've done Caveman.
I have to get us a new website.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, the website works fine, but it's Flash-based, and browsers have a real problem with Flash-based.
Mm-hmm.
So if like, say you're
it's
using...
not fine.
Well, technically, it's not. So if you're using Chrome, for instance, and you right-click the padlock that's in the URL, all you have to do is do the drop-down to have Chrome allow the page to load, and then it loads fine. But... why doesn't this work? All right, let me go in the Edge browser. See if I have any luck there. I think Edge will load anything. Oh, balls. All right. Let's try Internet Explorer. My feed here that I have for the rotation of the films for the episodes, it's not loading. Yeah, I know. Believe me.
We're falling apart here.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, okay, I think this will work. If I load up just the module. Yeah. Let me load up just the module. Let me see if that works. That worked. Okay. So, man. You know, I don't remember loading up a Caveman movie poster.
Hold on, I found the list through iTunes. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean...
I'm almost positive. We brought it up a million times on the show because, you know, it's Caveman.
Because I have Caveman screenshots, and usually I don't have those unless I did it for the show.
Unless it's just one of those episodes where we did multiple movies and we talked about it, but I'm pretty sure we've never done a formal review.
That fucking cat.
Uh-huh.
I was scrolling through it real quick.
Do a Control F and just type Caveman.
I'm not on that kind of screen.
You're on the iTunes page.
No, I'm not on the iTunes page.
What?
Don't question me.
I think you can do a Control F anyway.
Yeah, you do a Control F.
I want to do a fucking Control F. Oh, we did do Caveman.
Thank you.
Episode 106.
I was almost there.
Fuck.
Told you. That's how long we've been doing this show.
Oh my god. This is our 10th year.
Yeah.
Caveman is the next flick in our operating table. On our operating table. Oh my god. When did I write this? The problem is the plot is razor thin and the entire film is in caveman talk. Still fun all these years later? Find out.
Dun 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 dun.
It was an hour long. Yeah, we got through that one fast.
Told you we did it.
Oh my god. Because before that we did Star Crash. And after
was
Caveman,
the L Magazine. That was the L Magazine episode.
Probably. And after that was Jaws 3D.
Mm-hmm. One of our best episodes ever.
So I think I challenged you to Caveman, you challenged me to Jaws 3D. I think that's how that worked. No. I think I challenged you to Jaws 3D. I think. I don't remember.
You challenged me to Star Crash because I'd never seen it. Then I did Caveman.
Oh,
you
fuck.
did Jaws 3D, and I did.
We had Chris on that episode.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And then I challenged you to Star Crash. You challenged me to Caveman. I challenged you to Jaws 3D. Yep.
Oh.
I don't want to go down that road.
So what now?
So now what?
Let's start with 1973.
Let's start with. All right. So we'll have a challenge to be determined from you for next week.
Yes.
Unless you can pick something now, but I don't want you to rush that choice.
No, I don't either.
Okay. That sounds fine. Oh, boy. Fuck. How did I fuck that up? It's what, you know what? And again, it's probably what I thought in episode 106. We should be reviewing a film like Caveman.
Hey, it happens.
It's been a couple of months since we've done an episode, but that's no excuse. I really felt like we didn't review that yet. I'm remembering it now, though. All right. So an episode is to be determined. We'll just say that.
To be determined.
To be determined. All right, everybody. We're gonna end this shit because I'm tired. Yeah. God, I've been working on my bathroom for 10 days. Ugh. All right, everybody. All right. As always, thank you for joining us for yet another episode of Moviesucktastic, episode 299, which makes it fitting that the new format will be in episode 300. So we were going to do something special in our 300th episode, but what I talked to Scott about, and he's on board for it, I think a 10-year anniversary episode, because this is our 10th year doing this, is more fitting than the 300th episode. So that will be later this year, probably somewhere around October. We will have a 10-year celebration for the Moviesucktastic podcast. So go to our website at moviesucktastic.com. You can download the show there. You can listen to the show there. Go to iTunes. You can download or listen to the show there as well. Leave us a review. We always appreciate that. You can leave us email. The address is themovieguys@moviesucktastic.com. You can leave us voicemail. The phone number is 908-514-4470. 908-514-4470. I'm surprised I remember that. It's been 2 months. You can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/moviesucktastic. Everything we post there, from when we go live to trailers to anything that fancies us in the entertainment biz, goes there. We have an Android app which is fixed but hasn't been uploaded yet. But it is fixed and ready to go. We just have to upload that back to the Google Play Store, which, you know what, we're going to have to do in the next week or two. If we're doing a new format, we got to do it. And the app is 100% free, and everything I said is in the app, so we do highly recommend that you get that. And yeah, that about does it for my spiel. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple of things, but do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
Hey, blood.
This is my badass chariot.
Check out my badass chariot. Some girls with big titties.
All right, everybody. We will talk to you next week. Going with a new format, episode 300. Don't miss it.
Oh, that works, doesn't it?
Yeah. The new
Nice,
format
I like
will be
it.
in episode 300. I said that earlier. I guess you weren't paying attention.
It just didn't click.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.